Peace and power, y'all. This is your brother, Baba Amin Ojuwoke, and this is a quick morning build. I got students on break right now, and I thought during their break, I'll challenge myself to see if I can deliver a powerful message in 10 minutes or less. You know what I'm saying? A powerful message within 10 minutes or less, and if you don't mind, I'm just going to take a couple of those minutes to just let some folks know that I'm on. I gotta do that fast. Boop, boop, boop. I'm just spamming people right now. Boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending it to everybody right now. Sending it to everybody right now. Peace and power. Once you jump on, jump in the comments and give me a piece. Give me a salute. Say what's up. Drop your name. Drop your business. Drop your website. As soon as you jump in, just say what's up to your brother this morning. We're going to do a quick build. Then I got to get black to class because I'm on my mission this morning. I'm up and on my mission. Just got back from Texas, a very successful trip to Texas. Had the opportunity to train some wonderful teachers on how to integrate the vision development focus in their classroom. Shout out to Marlin ISD. Shout out to those wonderful educators that I had the opportunity to train and to sit with and to share with. They came away feeling empowered, came away feeling like they fell in love with teaching again. If they're going to be in there with our children, y'all, if they're going to be in there with the children, you got to want to be there. You got to feel it. You got to want to be there. Teaching is not something that you just do for a paycheck. This is a job that you got to love or it's going to drive you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, today's message: how do you change the power dynamics in relationships, right? How do you change the power dynamic in relationships? One of the things I've learned over the years, especially when it comes to organizing in our community, that relationships are based on power. Our relationship with the local government is based on a power dynamic, right? Now, what's interesting about us when it comes to dealing with our local government, when it comes to dealing with our school districts and things like that, the power dynamic seems to be that they tell us what to do. The power dynamic seems to be that we kind of go begging, we go hat in hand to our school district, asking, right? Asking if we can be involved and engaged in helping our youth, if we could be more involved and engaged in helping the community. We running around chasing grants, chasing grant opportunities to see if we can get some money on the books so we can go in and help our community when we should be helping our community first. When we should be helping our community with what we have and then going in there and demanding that our school districts and our local governments invest in the programs that we know work and that we know are effective. Period. That's not something you request. That's not something you beg as people who pay taxes, right? As people who vote, as people who are supposed to control what's going on in local governments. You don't go in there begging. You don't go in there trying to be uber polite and trying to be everybody's friend when your children's lives are on the line. No, you go in there strong. You go in there knowing what you want, knowing how you want to deliver, and you request it, you demand it like that. But what happens is when you have an apathetic community, when you have people who are not engaged in the relationship, then the power dynamics in the relationship is skewed. When you go in there making demands, and the people that have been elected, the officials that are sitting there know that you can't back up anything. They know that they're going to get reelected whether they listen to you or not. See, that's a power relationship. That's a power dynamic that we need to pay more attention to. The Trumpsters are doing it. But these Trumpsters, they walking up in local school districts, banning books. They're walking up into local city council meetings, getting people out of office, replacing people. They're organized. One of the first things you have to do if you're going to change the power dynamic in any relationship, you have to be organized. You have to know what you want. You have to have a plan on how to get what you want. And you got to have enough backup to where if those the people that you engage with do not respect your needs, then you can impact them one way or the other. Power dynamics. And it's not just voting. We all need to get out and vote. That's a hustle. Because political parties want you to vote, but they don't want you to organize. Political parties want you to vote based on emotion. They want you to vote based on who you think is prejudiced and who you think is not prejudiced. They don't want you looking at everything through a microscope. They don't want you looking at going through everything with a fine-tooth comb. They don't want you organized. They don't want you walking in with a list of your demands based on your needs. They act like they do, right? They act like they do. But when you bring it to them and it's not the political points that they already believe in, they begin to manipulate the power relationship by telling you that you don't want reparations, you want free health care. Y'all see how that works? They did it to Dr. Kingdom back in the day. Dr. Kingdom was talking about Black-owned businesses getting contracts, federal contracts, the same type of federal contracts that other businesses get. And they said, oh, you want integration. You want to be able to move and live in a white neighborhood. You want to be able to sit at the counter at Woolworths. That's what you want. That's the part of the narrative that we're going to stick to. That what y'all want is inclusion, but inclusion on a social level. Inclusion in the receptionist office. You want a Black receptionist? No. We want the building. But when they took over that, when they redefined the relationship, and that's another part of changing the power dynamic in relationships, how do you define the relationship? How do you choose to define a relationship? Do not allow others to redefine the relationship based on their needs alone in a way that forsakes your needs. It's something that we've done. That's something that we've done. We've redefined our relationship to America or to society at large in a way that favors people outside of us. We're constantly sacrificing. Don't be too Black. Send your best and brightest to PWI.
Hey, scholars, how you guys doing?
Right. Hold on. Mom and Koyo jumped in class. Send them your best and brightest. Send your best and brightest to their schools. Send your best and brightest to their companies, because that's what freedom is. That's a power relationship. That power relationship says your community can't produce anything. Your community can't make anything. So when you're bright, when you're smart, when you're a genius, the only place for you to go is outside of your community. And don't go back to try to build anything inside your community. See, when you redefine the relationship, the power dynamics in the relationship changes. Am I making sense to y'all? So that's my quick message this morning. Pay attention to the power dynamics in your relationships. Pay attention to how that relationship is defined. Pay attention to what you want out of that relationship. Right? Because all relationships are based on power. All of them. All of them. It's not about hate. It's not about love. It's about power. It's not about voting. It's about power. It's not about being polite so you don't hurt anybody's feelings. It's about power. It's not about begging. It's about demanding. It's about what? Power. I'm getting ready for a meeting today. I'm going to this meeting this afternoon, and we're going to be talking about an education strategy. You know, I'm working with a certain city. We're going to be talking about, I'm on an education task force, and we're going to be talking about how do we go in and demand that the school district do a better job with our children. And all I'm talking about today is power. If you don't have it, what can you do? This has been the Morning Bill with Amin. Peace.